Forward Matt Boucher is up next in our exit interview series. Talk about a wild year for you. You end up playing basically the full season here on a pair of PTOs. Looking back on how your season started and how it finished, how would you kind of characterize this campaign for yourself?
It was a great experience, to be honest with you. It was kind of a crazy year, like you said, coming in for the first time in early November, I believe it was, and then coming back a few weeks later. I guess there was a plan for me to be here for a minimum of 10 to 14 days, and obviously that ended up being about 6 months. So great experience, obviously a lot of opportunity here, and couldn't ask for any better.
Yeah, and you weren't alone in terms of the ECHL guys who came up and had to play extended time here. What was that like to almost have almost a fraternity of guys in kind of the same position as you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, to be honest with you, it was big. I think we were all able to kind of speak about our experience and kind of lean on it to each other. I don't think that's something that happens a lot in other teams, but I believe we had 3 guys that were here for extended periods of time. I think me, Betsy, and Luco were able to just kind of, like I said, just lean on each other, talk about whatever's going on, and that was big for us.
For like the fans who don't really understand like PTOs and how they work, what's it like having to play a full season on a tryout?
I mean, it's different. Last year I was on a 2-way American League deal. I decided that wasn't something I wanted to do again this year just because you're kind of locked into the same organization. And being on a PTO, you start the year in the East Coast and you can get called up to any team. Obviously, it was beneficial for me this year. And just going throughout the year, just kind of come in every day and work as hard as you can, Like I said, I came in with a suitcase, came in dressed pretty much the same every day, and had to prove my worth every day, just work as hard as I could. So it's a day-by-day mentality, just trying to not look too far ahead, just prove what I have every day, and that's what I tried to do.
You mentioned proving your worth. You've proven that you can play at the American Hockey League's level now, 16 points in 50 games, a +9 rating as well. How big was that for you going into this summer, knowing that you can be a difference maker at this level?
It was huge. Obviously last year was a tough year for me. I had a shoulder surgery last year, so just coming into this year, like I said, I didn't want to go again on 2. I just wanted to kind of take a gamble on myself. I think it panned out. Came in, like I said, try to work hard every day, and I think looking back on it right now, I don't think it's settled in right now, but maybe in a few weeks I'll look back and say, it was huge for my confidence and obviously going into next year knowing that I can play at this level.
Your adaptability, you've been able to play up and down the lineup, power play, penalty kill. Can you kind of talk us through that and your ability to move up and down the lineup so well?
Yeah, I mean, a big thing for me, I've always been, I wouldn't say more of an offensive guy. I've always took a lot of pride in playing a 200-foot game. I think obviously this year, like I said, a lot of opportunity, whether it was top 6, bottom 6, a lot of fourth line, some PK, some power play. If I were a coach, I had a dad that coached me. I know how big it is to have guys you can rely on, just plug in anywhere in the lineup. I played center, left wing, right wing for different spurts in the year. So something, like I said, I take a lot of pride in and I want to keep going in the future.
Your dad's been a coach in the QMJHL and executive as well. Are you able throughout the summer to kind of look at tape with him and kind of nitpick what you want to work on throughout the course of the offseason?
I would say my dad watches a lot of my games. I wouldn't necessarily say in the summer. Maybe when I did play for him, we would look at certain things. Obviously, he's been through the game. During the year, he watches my games. He gives me a few pointers. But to be honest, he tries to stay away. He tries to tell me just to have fun. He is, knows how it is. Obviously, he played almost 20 years of pro hockey, so I have the utmost confidence in the coaching staff here, and whoever I work with, I'm 100% sure it's the same thing for him. So, yeah.
What's the rest of your summer look like once you finish up here and head home?
Yeah, it's going to be all my stuff's still in Iowa, so I got to fly back to Iowa, go grab my car, basically my whole life, all my clothes, everything's still over there. So get a 2-3 day drive back to Quebec City. Probably take a few weeks off, to be honest, a little banged up. So after that, get back to work. Try and get faster, stronger, and take care of the body a lot this summer and hopefully be ready for a big year next year.
Nice time to at least be able to spend some time out in Iowa or to be out there. The weather's nice this time.
Yeah,
of year, right?
I heard it's pretty good right now.
Yeah, right on. Well, thanks for this, Boucher, and for everything all season long. It was awesome to kind of see your story develop. It was definitely one of the highlights, I think, for us from a storytelling perspective. So thanks for that, and good luck through the summer.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. I appreciate all the kind words throughout the year, and good to get to know you guys.